Real quick, let me introduce myself. My name is Jamila Evans. I am a curl educator here in North Carolina, and my job and my goal here is to make natural hair simple. Okay, so I like to find products that are easy to find, that are not super expensive, but really are effective and work great for the hair. So I have a wash day video that I will link in the description after I'm done with this. But what we have done to get from this state to this state, and I have a video prior to this that showed what my hair looked like before I even wet it, is we deep cleansed our hair and then we follow up with a moisturizing shampoo. The difference between the deep cleansing shampoo and the moisturizing shampoo, to help you remember, is, hi Carla, is that a deep cleansing shampoo is going to remind you of like a Lever 2000, a Irish Spring bar, like an antibacterial Dow bar. You're going to be good and clean, right? But you're going to also be very dry and ashy, okay? But you have removed all of the buildup and all the dirt off of your body, similar to a deep cleansing shampoo. And a moisturizing shampoo is going to be more like a Dove bar. So that will make your skin nice and soft and smooth and silky. And that is what a moisturizing shampoo is doing for the hair. So the deep cleansing shampoo that we use today is by Design Essentials, and it also is going to be linked in the video that I'm going to put in the description afterwards. So O Protein and Henna is step 1 for deep cleansing shampoo. I get a white buildup from sebum on my scalp, and moisturizing shampoos just don't do a good enough job to remove that. Then we follow it up with a moisturizing shampoo. This is Design Essentials Honey Cream. Absolutely love these two products. I have not tried the Dews shampoo yet. So that is my 1-2 until those are gone. As you can see, I have a pretty big bottle, but it is on its way out. So once this is gone, then I will try the Dews shampoo, but their conditioner, we use the, thank you so much, Carla. Please do a style. I'm going to do a style in just a moment, Cute 5. And so, yeah, so uh, deep cleansing shampoo, moisturizing shampoo, rinse out conditioner by the Dew called Fresh Wrench. Love how it feels on my hair. And then we got to the point where we have put on the Dew's new Dear Mama. Love this leave-in. It is called a moisture milk. It's really nice. It reminds me of a pink oil moisturizer. It so happens to be white on the inside. And the only thing that is throwing me off about this product, the only thing that's very subtle, it's something that you won't smell after a while, is the smell. It kind of smells like grape Jolly Ranchers. So I just had to get used to that. But it's phenomenal on the hair. After I've used this, and I didn't use a lot, I used about 5 pumps. I do have a lot of hair, a lot of thick hair. Thank you so much. And then after that, I went in and I filled that all in with what I like to call like a second leave-in. It has a lot of oils and things in it. Is the 808 base gel. So we have been trying this for like 2 months now, and we love this. This is actually my second bottle of this. Janetta or Miss Carla says, you're pretty, thank you so much. And it says, I didn't finish my hair because my hair is big and puffy and curly, and don't forget, it's from South Africa. Okay, so that's why you're here. That's why you need to subscribe. That's why you need to take a little few notes, watch some other videos, because I break down how to get the hair healthy and hydrated, and a lot of things that natural hair, curly hair women are dealing with, I answer and I assist with via my content. So now what we're going to do is I'm actually going to slightly remist my hair because it probably has dried up just a bit since I've been talking and it's been out. One moment, y'all. Let me grab my spray bottle. So we're just gonna lightly mist this, okay? And I mean lightly, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take my knockoff unbrush. I have gotten these off of Amazon. They're like $4 a brush. And I'm going to work from the bottoms up, okay? So I want to detangle this section before I put the gel on it, because the gel is very thick and it's going to make it challenging to comb through my hair thereafter. So we want to comb through it while it's easy to comb. Let's see. Um, what is that? Lila. Um, I'm not really, even though I'm talking about soaps and things, I'm using it as an analogy so that people can really understand the difference between the different shampoos and why we use them and why we need them. So don't think that I'm ignoring you, but I just don't think that that comment is necessarily relevant to what we're talking about. Do you use any oils? I don't have any oil in my hair, but this 808 base gel has a lot of oils in it. So let me read to you while actually what it says. It says, and what I love about the Do also is how they break things down. I am not sponsored by the Do. I would love if they so happen to sponsor me. I actually would much rather work with them than be sponsored. I really love this product, Maya. So if you're looking for some stylist girl, please and thank you. But so what I love about the Do is that it is user friendly. A lot of products are not going to tell you not only what the product is, but how to use it and how not to use it sometimes as well. So it will literally say what it do, what's good, and do you. And what it do is telling you what it does, of course. For juicy shiny curls that crave extra length, reach for our 808 base gel. This medium hold, and I would say it's a light to medium hold. You can use more of it, but the more you use of it, the more tacky it may be. So you might want to use it with lots of water. Serves as a base layer, locking in long-lasting fridge protection, definition, and bounce. Excellent for wash and goes, twist outs, and TWAs. I will agree with all of that. I have used it on almost every single client since I purchased it, and every client has benefited from this product. And then after that, what's good? It has honey, slippery elm, marshmallow root, and aloe in it. Okay, so if you are allergic to aloe, please don't pick up this product. And I have not heard much about slippery elm, but I'm assuming that just like honey and marshmallow root, that these are more humectant kind of products. And then for how to do you, it says smooth through wet hair with fingers in small sections. I actually do one pump per section. So I will literally, because I'm using it as like a second leave-in, so I will take this whole section and put one pump on this whole section here. And this is just, if I go from ear to ear, this is just one little panel right here, okay? And then I put two pumps here, one pump here again, and then one pump per quadrant in the back. That's how I apply it. So you can play around with it to your liking, but I do find that this product gets tacky. And then it says use alone or top it off with a small amount of most def foam for bouncier results. Dry sections of hair using a diffuser until the hair is 100% dry. Fluff as desired. And then it says pro tip, apply 808 base gel first when layering on products. Do not apply oil to the hair before applying 808 base gel. Okay, so this product in particular is saying do not use oil with me, and I think I know why, because I have actually been trying an oil here lately, and for two clients that I put it on, I did see that this will start to become balls. Okay, so hi, thank you, Barbie. Let me go back and read some of these comments. So hi, Jamila. I've tried everything. I have 4C hair. What do you recommend for 4C hair? Watch the video, girl. Pick up a few tips and tricks. There is not a one-stop shop solution for everyone. Try some of these things that I'm recommending today one by one, okay? Because you can't go and change everything at once and then you don't know what's working for you. So if you have not deep cleansed your hair, that's where I would start at. Try to deep cleanse the product off your hair and start from scratch, okay? Detox. I am actually not in Texas. I am in North Carolina in the USA, for those people who are out of the country. And Barbie, thanks for joining in from South Africa. What about oiling the scalp? Do you recommend that necessary every time you style it? I personally do not oil my scalp, and I don't oil any of my clients' scalps. If they are experiencing scalp challenges, I recommend that they shampoo their hair more. And then when they shampoo, and only on shampoo day, if they like oil or if they want to use oil, I recommend that they use oil the day of wash day only. Okay, so let me go down, okay, and let me just put this product on my hair before it dries out again. Okay, I cannot. Miss Carla, I cannot. Okay, so really quickly, the 808 base gel and the Dear Mama is on my hair. I put the Dear Mama on first and then the 808 base gel. Let me put this back. And then I went in lastly, and this is what we're about to apply, and forgive me because this is a brand new one that I'm going to give, it's going to go in our VIP package, is the Curls Be in Control gel. So that is that. I actually find it hard because the gel is so thick. I find it hard to get out of that. So I have put it into a pump bottle. So I am going to go in with this section and apply my gel. I oftentimes try to work really quickly. So I'm going to apply it to this whole section and then bust my section down to start working with it to define it and shingle it. I do work with the shingling method. Some people like to do the praying hands method. I guess when I'm applying it all over, I'm putting it on the praying hands method, but more of like a rope method, if you will. And then I go through and I help myself out by using a clip and breaking it down. Oh, that's new to me. I always do my baby's hair the old school way and oil it every time. Yeah, sometimes oil is preventing your hair from getting the hydration that it needs. Sometimes if the hair isn't hydrated underneath it and moisturized underneath it, then you are blocking out your blessings, girl. So yeah, surprisingly enough, when people tell me they have, thank you so much, Megan. When people tell me they have dry hair, I tell them to go to the shampoo bowl. I tell them to shampoo their hair more often. Thank you. So this is me just putting the gel on and combing it through. This isn't me styling it. This is just, you could do it like this if you want, but this is me just applying the product. So let me put this back here because this is where this goes actually. I'm gonna mix my hair up. So what I like to do now is go in and slice my hair. So this is my first section and I hope y'all can see. Let me see here. There we go. So at the root, a lot of times people forget the root. So I'm gonna take a little extra pump and put it right here on the base. I want my curl to be defined all the way to the root. And a lot of people think that I create these lines in my hair, but they create themselves. They clump on their own. So I'm gonna take another slice. I'm just gonna take my finger and bring it through this and make a slice, okay? And I've already detangled my hair, so usually I don't have to comb it but maybe once if it's not detangled, and then grab just a little bit more from my root. And again, the goal here is to clump the curls together. Some people style their hair like this, dripping wet. I personally hate dripping wet hair. That's just on me. I feel like my hair has already locked in the water that it needs. The oil of your choice. I recommend people to stay away from black Jamaican castor oil, and I also recommend people to stay away from coconut oil. So whatever oil that you would like to use thereafter is on you, but those are the ones that tell people to stay away from, okay? If you want me to just throw some out there, I like almond oil and jojoba oil. So that's up to you though. And I also stay away from soybean oil and mineral oil, of course. Everybody knows about the mineral oil. Okay. So the goal here is to remove all of the frizz. Organize my curls and remove all of the frizz. The more hydrated your hair is, the easier it is to curl it and the more it wants to curl. Okay? I think this piece has been forgotten about. Does anyone else who's watching have any questions? Why not castor oil? I think that it's extremely too thick, and I think that women who have curly hair, predominantly black women, do not shampoo their hair enough to use something so thick. That's just my reasoning behind it. I think that once curly haired women understand the benefits of shampooing and learn how to properly shampoo their scalp and their hair, that then if they want to use castor oil, if they like castor oil, then they can use it. But if you're not removing it well, then you shouldn't use it. I think that it can be suffocating and it may have beautiful benefits, but it can't benefit your hair if you are not caring for the hair underneath it. Okay? So again, all I'm doing is distributing my gel, making sure I get it all the way to the root, and clumping my curls together. So essentially what I'm doing with the gel is using it like Elmer's glue to hold my curls in clumps, if you will. You can see that there. And my goal here also is to make sure that my ends are nice and clumped and smooth too. Do a trim, so you might see a few little raggeds there. Okay, so before I dry, I want to make sure that my hair looks as perfect as I would like it. The way your hair looks wet is the way it will dry. Okay, the combination that I've shared with you all today is going to give you a nice flexible hold, very soft and bouncy. I have really big hair naturally, so even though my hair is laying right now, when I come back after I dry it, and I'm going to come back for a part 3, but when I come back, baby, my hair is going to be huge. It's going to be a big old round afro. My hair is thick and it is coarse. And I know also that we misuse the word coarse, but my hair is indeed coarse. My strands are coarse. Coarse does not speak about how curly or not curly your hair is, because someone will see my curls and say, oh, she has wavy hair. I have wavy, like kind of curly hair, because once it dries, it won't look like this. It'll have more curl to it. It won't look like a little wet and wavy situation. But I hope that was helpful. I am going to do a separate video where I talk about all of the new products that I have here. Let me see if I can move them over for y'all. So I have tried the Press Play line, which are these blue bottles here. I have tried the Crazy Sexy Curl Foam, which I have a small video on that. That's these two products. I'm so loving Maya for creating these big bottles for us. And then I have tried the B Girl. Baby, y'all be careful with this one, okay? Be careful. A little bit goes a long way, and it is a strong, firm hold. So I'm going to go and literally walk through every single product in detail, grade them, and kind of give my professional opinion on them, how to use them, and what I like or don't like about each one. But yeah, so this is my hair set. I'm going to stop touching it, because the more you touch your wet hair, the frizzier it's going to be. I'm just trying to get it out my face, really. I'm going to show y'all the back. And then this is also the step where I would take a mirror. I would take a mirror and look in the mirror and look at the back of my head. So like how I can see back right here, I want to make sure that all my curls are perfect. So, but this is what the back is looking like. Let me see. Yeah, everything is looking how I want it for the most part. Yep. So that is that. I thank y'all for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Jamila Evans. Subscribe if you need more help with your natural hair. If you are tired of guessing what products are good or what products to use. If you have been wanting to try the new products, this is what product line I'm going to be focusing on over the next few months. I also do use some Weed Ad products. I have a new Weed Ad product and a new oil that I'm actually going to try. One moment. Let me grab that. Let's see here. So I just tried a new line called MFL, which stands for Made for Locks. And this is their lock oil spray. Great ingredients. I actually picked this up from Walmart of all places, so I'm really interested in seeing how I continue to like this product. I will say though that the product is amazing, the packaging is not. So I'm having a really hard time with, y'all see that? Made for Locks. I don't know if it's just this one. I'm gonna buy another one once this one is gone, but I really wish that the packaging was better, so it doesn't come all the way back up to spray out. But this is a sweet almond oil based oil. It also has jojoba in it, vitamin E, wheat germ oil, vitamin C, and then pineapple extract, which is the fragrance in there. So I love that it doesn't have an actual fragrance per se. So that is a new try. And then I have not touched this yet, but I'm excited to use this. And this is Weed Ad's Curl Shaper. And I guess I maybe didn't read this in the store, because it says that it's better for loose curls and waves. I don't really work with many loose curls and waves, but you know, maybe I can fall into that category. And it says medium to thick texture, so I think that might be why I picked it up. So I'm interested to see how this does. I meant to put it on a small piece of my hair today, but we'll try it next week. But yes, subscribe. I'm also a twin mom, a salon owner, and I pretty much talk about mental health and my challenges with ADHD, you know, being ambitious and also dealing with struggling with productivity. So I talk about brain hacks, mindset shifts, and all of those things if you are wanting to become a better version of yourself. I'm very passionate about neuroscience and just self-help. So those are things that you can find on this channel. I am looking forward to having like more in-depth conversations with you all. I just don't think that the internet has it like it need to be. So I'm just a regular old girl that grew up to be a grown woman with a family, don't know where they came from. So I just share all of those things here. I'm a pretty transparent person. So come on, join the tribe, learn some things, grow with me, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.